Hi everyone, happy holidays. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all warm, safe and sound and feeling healthy. On that note, fingers crossed, family and myself haven't been too bad this winter so far, health wise. So yeah, it's ironic that when supposedly there's a catastrophic event, um, that yeah, healthy, fit as a fiddle, touch wood, and I wish that luck and fortune for all of you listening. And even if you aren't listening, feel it as a positive vibration to all humanity. So call out to all humanity now. Um, put away petty squabbles. None of that matters now. The only thing that matters is trying to plan against what's happening. Yeah. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Now, this here is how they want people to wake up today on Christmas Eve. Right? That's how they want people in United Kingdom, England, to wake up. Reading that, okay. So, one second. So it says here, CV News Live, latest update, and like I said, early in the morning, I saw this. Right, 1 in 85 have CV in England with positive test rate, now highest in London. So now what they're trying to do, as usual, is talk about the tests, the cases, how many people have got it, blah blah blah. Yeah, making out that it's crazy how many people are getting it. So they're saying 1 in 85 now have it in England, and that it's now highest in London. Well, anything should be a highest in London, considering it's a capital, it's densely populated, there's many people crowded together, too many, and that's why people say, oh, well, there's too many people in England. No, there's not. It's just everyone is put into the same areas to cause tension and division, exactly what you've just fallen for when you just said that to me. Yeah? Because we can all fit in this country, no problem. But they don't want that. That's why they put you all in cities and skyscrapers, so you're all on top of each other, and you hate one another, and you attack each other and steal from each other. Yeah, that's what they want. They don't want you spread out in nice little plots of land here where you can do your own thing, grow your own food, homeschool your kids. They don't want that. They want you part of that city where they control you and they decide what you pay for, how you go to work, if you go to work, whether you can travel. That's what they want. So yeah. Anyway, so 1 in 85 have it in England, right? But all you need to do is literally, you see where it says COVID, yeah? If you just like take away the V, and that looks like an L, doesn't it? So read it again. 1 in 85 have cold in England with positive test rate, now highest in London. Yeah, now that would make sense, wouldn't it? 1 in 85 now have a cold in England. Do you see what I'm saying? It's literally as simple as that, okay? So you can just change the COVID into cold, and it would make more sense. But even then, if you remember right at the start of all of this, there were scientists saying, experts saying, that most people will get it and never know that they had it and just recover from it. So the point being, it really can't be that bad, can it, if you don't even know you've got it and you get over it without even knowing that you had it. Does that sound like the kind of thing where the whole world needs to be locked down? And where children grow up seeing their parents wearing a mask and then think that that's normal. How can that be normal? That's never happened in humanity, hardly ever. Look at the Spanish flu and stuff like this, but, in our lifetime, it should never happen. Especially when, they can allegedly send people to the moon, and they can have, so I can communicate with people in Africa in real time. You see what I'm saying? But they can't stop you getting a virus. I don't believe that. There's so much I don't believe. But you know, we did our hard work by doing research. We got the bug of, like, literally the bug. That's ironic, isn't it? We got the bug to research for whatever reason, and once you start, you don't stop. Really, I'll be honest with you. Sort of 5 years, in the last 5 years, I wasn't keeping up with New World Order stuff, to be honest with you, because it just seemed like it was in the future. But then obviously since this has all happened, the pandemic, it's shown me that the New World Order is right on our doorsteps now, and it's like chess, and they've almost got us in checkmate, but we still do have an opportunity to dodge and actually win. But we don't have to use violence. I'm telling you that right now, and many on my channel will tell you the same. But anyway, so 1 in 85 have cold in England. Yeah, because you don't lock down the world over drink that kills people, or cigarettes which kill people, or cancer. You don't have a lockdown because people are dying from cancer. But yeah, so most people will get it, never know that they had it. That's what they told you. That's what the experts told you a long time ago. End of story, really, isn't it? Right. So then, what I'm going to show you is this, right? So look at the guy who's been interviewed, yeah? Take a note of what he looks like, right? Yeah? So, this is him here. Sorry, I went the wrong way. Yeah? Look, you can see that's clearly him, yeah? Just another one time so you can see. Clearly him. Yeah? Clearly. Right, so, let's start off with this bit here. Right, so here he is with his Sports Direct bag and his blue matching top. So yeah, visually, what does that tell you? Okay, let's read this, right? There was a group of 5 who initially turned up to provoke the Black Lives Matter demo. The guy in the blue t-shirt, who we were just looking at, was shouting, "White Lives Matter." The guy in the orange jacket called the BLM protesters racists, but couldn't explain how or why. Okay, so in that tweet, it mentions the guy in blue and the guy in orange. Okay, so the guy in orange is this guy, Chris, who is friends with Pavlov and also friends with G-Truth. G-Truth and Pavlova had an altercation, but they have a mutual friend in Chris. Chris then proceeds to tell the whole world all kinds of details about G's personal life for YouTube to know, for history to know. Yeah? So does that sound like a friend to you? But yeah, this guy Chris is friends with Pavlov here, as you can see, and G-Truth as well. Okay? And what did they say about him? That he was calling them racist, but he couldn't back up why he was doing that. Okay, so that's Chris there in the orange jacket, who is friends with Pavlova and G-Truth, who just so happened to have an alleged altercation. Yeah? So, back to this guy here. Remember the face, yeah? That's him there, and he was saying, "White Lives Matter," yeah? At a BLM protest demo. So, now let's go here. So it's the same guy, and what's he doing? Who's he hugging? A black lady. So, on this occasion here, he's hugging a black lady, and on the other occasion, he's attacking a Black Lives Matter demo by saying, "White Lives Matter." If you remember, a plane was flown with the banner "White Lives Matter." I think it was in Burnley, and that caused a lot of issues. So really, this gentleman did that a version of that, but without the plane. He said "White Lives Matter" at a Black Lives Matter demo. Okay, So, but here he is cuddling up to a black lady. Now, why shouldn't he? But then why would you say white lives matter? So what I say is this gentleman is just basically another actor. And on this occasion, he was here representing the anti-lockdown movement and hugging a black lady to make him look like he's all inclusive and here for the people. But then, like we've shown you here in the article, he is saying white lives matter at a Black Lives Matter demo. Okay, so that straight away sends red flags to me that he is actually an actor. Wouldn't you agree? And let's have a look who actually he was with as well. We've got this guy here who one moment is cuddling up to the black lady, and then the next moment is saying white lives matter, Black Lives Matter demo. You know, as you do. But yeah, in the circle you've got him, and then you've got Pavlov, and then you've also got let me move this out of the way, this guy on the right, Shades guy. Yeah, so yeah, there you go, there's another picture. You got Chris in his orange coat, which orange seems to be used similar in the way that they're using red to show police that these people are probably on their side. And it's a visual way of doing it because obviously there's so many people in some of these events, they need to be able to see who's on their side and who isn't. But yeah, you don't really see people with bright orange coats that often. You really don't. Okay, so yeah, you've got Chris there with his back to us, like he likes it probably, and then you've got sorry about that, and then you've got Shades guy and Pavlova, who likes to rock the polo neck, which is very interesting, and he likes to dress like a mime, all in black. Yeah, just like an actor would, like he says. Are you the guy from Overkill channel? So yeah, there you go, Shades guy again. And Pavlova, Chris, and that dude as well. So yeah, you got those, let's say 4 people, yeah. And then here you go, some pictures just for more context. So that is with Braden there on the left. Yeah, Braden on the left. Shades guy without his shades, and then another guy who looks like a security guard as well. And then you got here in this picture, you got Pavlov on the left hiding behind the security guys. And what's very fascinating is a guy with shades with a cigarette doesn't really look like he believes anything is going to happen, because otherwise why would you go to the risk of lighting a cigarette where it could like backfire, you could basically get pushed and the light goes into your face, whatever. It's just not what you do when you actually think that you're part of a real confrontation. So yeah, you've got Pablo over there, you've got Shades, and you've got the other security guard with the grey beard, and then you've got Chris there looking lovely as always with his man bun, and G, yeah. So you know what I mean. So there's the circle there. You got Pavlova, you got Shades, you got Chris, and you got that guy who was with Pavlova earlier as well. And then there's Aaron Flew Order filming it. And then the guy on the left is a guy with a skateboard who goes around filming. He's been part of some really dodgy looking arrests. But no one seems to know who he is, which is very interesting. So you got Chris there talking to the beard guy, then Pavlova and G here, Aaron filming, the skateboard guy. There's Big T in the background, who seems to be an actor as well, because basically he's just really crap, and I don't believe that normal people act like that. It's just there to act like some minority who's a bit stupid, which is very see-through, because it's just fake. And then you've got Shades guy intervening, and then beard guy on the right coming in as well. And then Chris there just looking down on whatever. He doesn't seem to be thinking that his mate is actually part of an altercation. Doesn't look that bothered, does he? Again, look at Chris. Doesn't look bothered, does he? Considering what's happening. And again, look at the guy lighting a cigarette. Like, does he look like he's in the middle of an altercation to you? So what does that say to you? What does that say to you? You ever seen in the middle of a scuffle people, or something that could lead into a scuffle, people lighting a cigarette like that? I haven't. And there's Pavlova with another dodgy one, Danny Shine, who likes to walk around now with a COVID-19 Marshall vest, where I'm pretty much sure he isn't. So I'm wondering if that's actually within the laws. And he goes around with a megaphone, scaring people, saying they should go home or whatever. And people might say it's funny, it's ironic. No, people that you're doing this to don't know, and you're actually putting fear into them. So that makes you a bit of an evil asshole, really. There's Pavlova again, standing next to Steve the Atheist, who is always at these political events. Anything dodgy, he's looking on as well. And then Raj is there. Yeah, there's Pavlova. Now the thing about Pavlova is that he wanted people to know who he was, because he started selling a book, and he put his name out there. So there you go. That was up to him. Don't know why he had to wear that on the public transport. It's pretty scary. Imagine any kids going past that, Pavlova. Did you think about that? Did you think about the effect that might have on them? Seeing a grown man wear that probably on a train full of people. And again, look, Pavlova and part of what looks like an altercation, but it's always fizzles out, never anything happens, and always Mr. Shades is there to help you. Look, Mr. Shades in the background, and like I said, here he is promoting his book, and he used his real name to promote his book. So why would you do that, mate? You obviously want the attention, don't you? Yeah. So there you go. There's that circle: Pavlova, Chris, Shades, and that guy in the grey with the Sports Direct bag and the blue shirt here, who one moment is White Lives Matter at a Black Lives Matter demo, obviously being an agitator, and then before that he was here like this with these ladies pretending like he's an anti-lockdown protester. All right, so my brainstorm. This isn't a fact. Before you get all hysterical, Pavlova, it's not a fact. It's what I'm allowed to think as a human being. I believe that there are certain people who are agitators and actors, and they are being filmed by people who know that they are, and they're staging events to scare people and to discredit the truth movement. Okay? But we are consciously aware people, and we're aware of it, and we see through your visual gimmicks, and we know what's going on. All right. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a sort of video about all the main characters, like a definitive one. So of Grey Bleeder, of Cricket Man, Piers Corbyn, Tap Man, Handlebar Moustache, whoever it might be. I'm going to do a definitive video for each one, so look out for that. But for now, if I don't speak to you, Merry Christmas. Forget about all this rubbish for a little bit, yeah? Enjoy the time with your family or whoever you've got with you. Go online if you want to have a chat with people. Just do whatever you can. Try to be social. Enjoy the day. Have a laugh. Have some banter. Have some nice food. And be merry, because, we deserve it. We've had a hard year, all right? So much peace and blessings to all. Thanks to all the people who donated recently. That's been really appreciated. It's really inspired me, because it means that you appreciate what I'm doing. So all the sort of mental torture that I'm going through of people attacking me and all kinds of dirty tricks that they're pulling, I do appreciate you supporting me. So thank you so much. So for now, everyone, peace and blessings to you all. Take care. Merry Christmas. No new normal. Unite the people to fight the evil. Knowledge is power. This is Overkill, John Overkill, and we are over and out. Peace, Overkillers.